Welcome back. And it's time now to check in with Mike Apple, who did a lot of gardening this weekend. Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. It was the perfect weekend to do it.
It was really nice yesterday.
You were
Beautiful
outside.
day.
You were at Wonderland for a bit.
Yeah, for a brief time. Dropped my teenage kids off and said, "See you later."
Because you're not a roller coaster guy.
Well, I am, but I'm not. Yeah, as my back gets worse as I get older, I'm kind of trying to shy away from such shenanigans.
Oh, it's still fun. You can do like swings of the century. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's right.
You just glide.
Round and around.
It's all
There
fun. It's all good. It gets me a little dizzy, though.
It was a big crowd, but look, it was a beautiful day, and absolutely everybody outside getting to enjoy it.
That's it. All right, where do we want to begin today, Mike? Because you've got a busy one, and I'm not going to lie. I'm just opening your email right now. Here it is. Mike Apple wants to talk about the Twitter meltdown. Market meltdown.
Market meltdown.
And Twitter,
yeah.
Twitter as well, maybe after.
Twitter in a second, but yeah, the markets are a real mess this morning, Melanie. What's happened here is a confluence of events. You've got in China right now, the government trying to enact a COVID-0 policy. Say what you will about it, but it's just having a massive effect on the global economy. Shanghai has been under lockdown restrictions for weeks. That is just crushing the global supply chain again, specifically in the tech sector. And it might be extended to Beijing now. And from an economic standpoint, this is one of the largest, obviously, countries in the world for supply and demand metrics. We're looking at the price for oil, for example, plunging 5% because if China slows down, there's not going to be as much demand for oil. And the ripple effect on the stock markets is such that you've got tech stocks down because they can't get enough product to sell. Interest rates are poised to climb this summer because of inflation. And then this week, Melanie, it is the busiest week on the calendar for corporate earnings. And we're going to be hearing from Apple and Amazon and Microsoft and Boeing and all of these companies that rely on China for supply. Are they going to downgrade their expectations because they just can't, again, get enough parts to either build iPhones or sell iPhones or what have you? It's a potential for a pretty significant week. And on Friday, last week, we already saw the biggest sell-off for the Dow Jones Industrials that we had seen since 2020. It was down close to 1,000 points on Friday. So this indicates how nervous the markets are right now about the global state of affairs. Overnight in Shanghai, the stock market there dropped 5%. That is quite significant, as you might expect. European benchmarks this morning all down 2.5%. And everything's kind of down, unfortunately, to start the week.
Eek. Okay, let's look up. At least we're going to look at the numbers. Elon Musk. Where do things stand with this bid for Twitter?
They're talking. They had talks that went into the wee hours of the morning, according to the New York Times, and the negotiations are moving quite quickly. This comes after Twitter initially said, "We're not interested in your $40 billion plus, Mr. Musk, for a takeover." And then Elon Musk said, "Hey, I've got financing to do this deal, and I've got Morgan Stanley backing it." And Twitter's board at some point may say, "We grudgingly accept."
In that voice.
To paraphrase The Simpsons back in the day. Anyway, look, it looks like a deal could come very quickly here or not. They're talking about break fees and all sorts of other minutia of doing a deal of this magnitude. Musk says he wants to buy Twitter to improve free speech on the social media or chatter platform, whatever you want to describe it as, and we'll see if a deal gets done because apparently he's got the $46 billion and ready to go. Okay, finally for you, you're watching oil prices and then in turn gas prices. Yeah, we might see a break over the course of the next few days at the pumps, fingers crossed, because the price for oil, as I mentioned earlier, is down pretty significantly this morning. It's down to about 97 a barrel. So it takes a few days. It always goes up like a rocket and floats back down like a feather, that price at the gas pumps. But the other thing to keep in mind is the supply metrics still aren't great. So we're not going to get a huge decline or anything of that nature, but a little bit of a break nevertheless. So there's your Monday morning sunshine, perhaps. That's okay, Mike. Hey, Mike, are you a fan of digital IDs, putting things, paying for things, doing all that via phone? You like it? Yeah, getting used to it. You are? Okay. Yeah. Well, look, I think over the past couple of years, I haven't used as much cash as we did before, that's for sure. I still have cash in my wallet. I do too, actually. I'm kind of almost getting back to it a little bit, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Okay. What's old is new. I don't know. I like the things. We're going to be talking about digital IDs coming up in a bit. Mike, enjoy your day. Do some more gardening. Thank you. You're getting some rain today, so Frankie will get you that.